Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to be here at Florida Huddle, which is at West Palm Beach in this beautiful convention centre, and I'm even more delighted to have in front of me Dana Young, who is the top piece of cheese in the Visit Florida organisation. Good morning, Dana.
Good morning, Graham, and welcome back to Florida.
Thank you very much. Now, Dana, we heard some figures yesterday, all very, very impressive as far as inbound tourism and particularly international tourism into Florida. Now, the most popular place, if people are going to decide to come to America, they want to come to Florida first and foremost before anybody else, which is very encouraging, must be very satisfying for you, given your tenure in the job, which has been, 4 years?
4 years.
Time flies. So I wondered, what's next for you? I mean, how do you keep that momentum going? And when you wake up in the morning or you get to the office, what are you thinking? What's the top 2 or 3 things? Or if we don't do that, then our number one place, that type of thing.
Well, we have built up tremendous market share internationally and domestically, and so right now it is top of mind that we now maintain these gains. And I think that the most important thing that we can do, aside from continuing to invest in all of our top international markets as we have done throughout the pandemic and now, is to maintain our relationships in the UK and in all of our other markets. There is a personal approach to travel trade relationship building, and I just think that it's more than just hiring an agency and putting money behind it. We have to be in the country, we have to show our commitment to the trade, we have to be engaged with tour operators, travel agents, and the consumer, and let them know that Florida is not just a destination, that it's a place that really cares about our visitors, and we care about our partners in the UK and around the world.
Excellent. That obviously costs money, but I'm assuming that the state and the people that fund you are very pleased with progress.
Well, I believe that they are. I mean, we return $3.57 for every dollar that we are appropriated by our government. And so that is a return on investment that I think any of us would take at our bank any day of the week. So we continue to do great work. Our funding, I think, is quite stable, and our organization is in a really good place politically right now.
And lots of things have changed, but one of the nicer developments, I think, is that I was able to travel from Miami up to West Palm Beach on the train, which is a little bit of a novelty in Florida these days, but it's going to be extended, isn't it?
Absolutely. So the Brightline train, I actually rode the Brightline here from Fort Lauderdale. It is a beautiful, beautiful train. I think that British tourists are going to love it. Right now it goes from Miami to Vero Beach, and they are in the process of extending to Orlando. So I think that Brits that come here in late 2023 are going to be pleasantly surprised that they can take a beautiful brand new train, the Brightline, from Miami to Orlando or Orlando to Miami and all points in between. It's really a game changer for tourism here in Florida.
Excellent. Just are there any other significant developments that you can think of in Florida that will encourage people to come here?
Well, we've got just hundreds of new hotel rooms coming online. During the pandemic, a lot of hotels either did renovations or new hotels were built all over the state. So there are a lot of wonderful new accommodations available. All of our theme parks added new attractions, and so that is certainly something that people that enjoy theme park experiences will enjoy. And we just continue to work on conservation and protecting our environment. There is a push right now to open a statewide system of trails for hiking and biking that will all be connected. So visitors that want to have that more natural experience will be able to do that from throughout the entire state of Florida, which is really wonderful.
Good. Briefly, we spoke yesterday about the cost of living and the cost of holidaying or vacationing in Florida. It's the same across the world, but you do generally get a feeling, particularly here in Southeast Florida, that it's an expensive escapade to come here on holiday. We spoke about slightly dropping accommodation rates, dropping. Do you have any feel for how that may affect future tourism? Are you concerned about those rising costs?
Well, I mean, I think all of us, just as citizens of the world, are worried about rising costs. But we have seen that Florida is a little more resilient to these inflationary pressures than some of the other destinations that people might go to. We still have high demand for the state, but we have seen that in many of our markets, the rates are dropping a bit for hotels, which is good for the visitor. And there is such a wide variety of accommodations, which, even the lower cost accommodations are very nice, and walking distance to restaurants and things like that. So what people are looking for, they can find at a variety of price points. Restaurants, there's a wide variety. I kind of prefer the paper plate, beachfront, tiki bar, seafood joint myself. So, there are great experiences that can be had for not a lot of money, even here in Florida.
Good. So the final question, looking forward the next couple of years, maybe even 4 more years for you, Dana, you feel very confident about the way your organization's set up and the confidence in the marketplace for Florida and international tourism?
I just think if you do good work, then there's everything to be confident about. Visit Florida's doing great work. It shows in our visitation levels. So we're going to keep doing what we're doing and keep showing our commitment to the market worldwide and domestically. And I feel like things will work out the way they're supposed to.
Marvelous. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Graham.